Topigs Norsvin uses a trained taste panel to assess the meat-eating quality of the pork from their commercial products. Unlike some panels, the group used by Topigs Norsvin is made up of a mixture of both women and men. Before joining the panel, members are assessed for their ability to distinguish color, smell, and taste. They are also given tutorials on the correct vocabulary to describe the flavors and textures associated with meat. The taste panel is valued by retailers as it reflects the consumer experience of their product. Samples for testing are either sourced directly from the slaughter plant or are bought at a local retailer to replicate the product and experience of a pork consumer. When presented with the raw product, each taste panelist will score it for traits such as color, using the Japanese color score scale, intramuscular fat levels using the USDA guidance cards, but also subjective characteristics such as smell and overall appearance. Sample preparation for cooked pork is standardized to prevent any bias between samples. Flavor transferring from the pan to the piece of meat is avoided by using foil. Each piece of meat is cooked on a moderate heat and turned every 3 minutes. The meat is kept cooking until the internal temperature reaches 72 degrees Celsius or 162 degrees Fahrenheit and is then allowed to rest. Each panelist receives a rectangular piece of meat containing a small proportion of fat and a larger piece of the muscle in proportion to the ratio on the original piece. Tasting is done under controlled light and in an individual booth to try to minimize any visual bias and heighten the sensation of taste. The knife the panelist is given to cut samples has a smooth blade with no serrations, so the panelist can also assess how tough the meat is. The panelist will assess the sample on the smell and the most important aspects of the eating experience. These are tenderness, juiciness, and the flavor of the meat. Finally, the panelist rates the sample based on overall acceptability. The scoring system uses a line scale, sitting between two extremes such as strongly dislike and strongly like. This method is preferred to prevent bias towards specific numerical scores. Topigs Norsvin also gathers technical meat quality data. Technical data collection assesses meat pH levels, color score, drip loss, cooking loss, slice shear force, and bite force. Slice shear force and bite force uses meat from a standardized cut, 1 centimeter thick. The data is collected, measured, and statistically analyzed to determine which traits differ between the samples. These results allow us to discuss with supply chain partners, including the retail sector, the best products for their markets. This way we can ensure the genetic potential of Topigs Norsvin products is seen all the way to our consumer's kitchen.